Alright, Mega Von in YouTube. It is Poteen Bowen with another rotation video of a Yellow Line Lore Master for Lord of the Rings Online. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. I Twitch almost daily, usually 7:30 to 11:30 every night Central Time, and on Saturdays I now do 7 to 9 on the official LOTRO stream. So swing by if you have questions or anything like that, or just want to hang out. So like I said, I'm doing Yellow Line here. So this is going to be your Ancient Master. This is going to be your crowd control, things like that. Hinder and Confound. I am going to be using Paddington here. I like the bear. What is that, Major? Yeah, so I guess I'll go through the rotation here real quick. So the first thing I'm going to do is send my bear in, usually, especially in this area. Then, if there's a lot, I'll do Major Command, which this one is going to be the one that does a Roaring Challenge up to 10 targets. All right. I was trying to think. The other thing that happens is I will have a tendency to pull off of them because I'm not in a tank line. I'm not in blue line. So the first spell I like to throw in is Burning Embers. That is obviously does damage and then does negative to tactical and physical mitigation. So it's a debuff, but also has a little bit of a dot on it. Then I follow that up with Wizard's Fire, which is damage and dot. This is an instant cast, so you can actually do that moving around. Wizard's Spark, which is another one that gives a shock sigil. Also, it makes me run a little faster. Does quite a bit of damage, 900 to 1,000. Staff Strike is going to be my next ability, which is actually 2 strikes. And then I will do Sigil of Power C all ends. This is going to actually give me a buff so that I can do partial parry chance and my incoming damage is decreased. Also, if you use minor and major pet commands, which is going to be here, your minor command would do Shattering Arms. Your major command will do Roaring Challenge. Now, if you actually use these to pull, it actually does a little bit amount of damage, so you actually will pull the mobs on you, which is why I use Pet Attack. All you got to do is grab it and pull it off the bar. Okay. The next thing I like to do is Test of Will, and or Power of Knowledge, and or Storm Strike. Then I'll usually put a Frost Lore on and Wind Lore. Now, if I want to, I'm going to be doing multiple targets here, I will use Blinding Flash to kind of keep one dazed for 30 seconds. If a lot of stuff gets on me, I will throw this up in the air. It has a very, very limited range, so you want to make sure things are on you when you use it. You will see me use Herb Lore, which is a 30-second root. Also, I can do damage and make him come to me if I want. And Warding Knowledge you will also see, because it is a great debuff, especially when a lot of stuff is in front of me. I will use Water Lore quite a bit also. Wisdom of Counsel is kind of my get out of jail, so you won't see it too often. I will use Beacon of Hope if my pet has the taunt on him, because it also heals me if I'm within 15 meters. An Ancient Craft is going to be a debuff I'm going to use towards the end, and so is Airborne. All right, so let's go see what we can do. Come on, Paddington. So we're going to go pull the first one here. Now, these guys do have a tendency to drop some worms. He's going to get near me, so I'm going to use my staff. I use that as a debuffer there, and then I'm going to use Will. And then recycle my rotation. He's a little stunned, so I'm going to use Water Lore just to get myself out of there. Start to get a little hots going, you know. Now, I could switch over and daze him, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to heal. I'm going to get on my own pet, heal again. All right, and now we're going to attack. Once again, I'm going to let Paddington start that over. I'm going to do my rotation here. Test of Will is up again. So whenever I get something on me, I do daze them. Just so I don't have to mess with them too much, you know. This one is obviously going to be a little bit different. I am going to send my pet in first, and then do my major command. There we go. Now, if anything pulls on me, which I do fully expect, I got Power of Knowledge. If Paddington's taking too much damage, I do have skills for that. So this guy pulls up. So what I'm going to do now is throw this in the air, daze everybody. Put a little water lore on me. Get back to Paddington here. Put that heal on. Go after this guy. Now, the other little worms or the arms, they are all stunned right now. Should be about 15 seconds. That should give me enough time to deal with these guys. So basically, I'm just kind of controlling the fight myself by stuns and dazes. And then I'll back up because my wizardry stuff I don't need. I can move around with that. Alright, so I'm going to do a little water lore. That comes back quite a bit. So first thing we're going to do, same thing. We're just going to use our bear here. We should be able to take one at a time. It shouldn't be too much of an issue here. Paddington can take quite a bit of hits. So I'm not too concerned with him. If he does start to, lower on health, then I will obviously start throwing, like right here. You just double tap shift 1 to target your bear, and then you can throw a heal on him. As long as I'm within 15 meters, I will also get the group heal from him. Okay. And then same thing for Paddington. Throw a little water lore on. Alright. I was kind of hoping he'd be closer, but there we go. Let's go get him. We'll let Paddington get him. Same thing here. We're going to use Test the Will. Then I'm going to debuff with Fire Lore and Wind Lore. Put a little water on there. I like to use my water lore as much as I can. There we go. We got a devouring one, so I'm going to daze them. Finish this cat off. So then I'm not necessarily taking as much damage as I could be. There we go. Same thing here. Gonna do Test the Will. Boom. Alright, now for this one, a good one is to obviously send the bear in first. But I do have Cracked Earth. This one I'm going to daze. This one I'm going to keep moving here. Obviously do that. A little bit of water lore. I got the time, so I'm going to cast it on my pet myself. Get that hot rolling. Send my pet in first. A little bit of water lore again. Now I'm gonna debuff the crap out of them. Alright. Oh, here we go. We're gonna do another bear. Same thing, Test the Will. Water lore. And then this time we're going to do the all-ins, which is going to be my debuff. Alright, this pet came out, so I'm going to daze him. Can obviously finish this cat off. Got a little bit of heal. Before I do that, I'm going to heal my pet myself. Got a poison on. Want to get that off. And there we go. Alright, same thing here. This time, I'm going to send him in. But I'm going to actually daze this guy. So that guy should be dazed for about 30 seconds. That should be enough for me to take care of these guys. Little poison. We'll test the wills. Water Lord. Ah, there he is. There he is. Now we're going to start our attack on this cat. Coming in for shield. Now this one we're going to do acknowledge. Boom. Alright, I think we've taken out all these. So this is, alright, now this is the toughest one. So for this one, I'm actually going to throw a root. Debuff. Debuff. Alright, next one. We're going to go one in a line. Alright, now for this one, I am going to stun him with my... Oh, okay, so next thing we're going to do, obviously, we have our... Alright. Now the next one, we're going to daze him, since we already know he's going to be trouble. And then I just crowd controlled him to oblivion. Alright. Here's the next one. I got a little water lore. I like to throw that on almost as soon. Alright, now we're going to draw power. Water lore again. We have a little burrow here. We're going to obviously daze him, get our pet, heal, get that off. There is also, we do have, I didn't talk about it, and I should have, a Pleasant Breeze. That is going to be one where I'll drop it. You will probably see me use that here. Let's debuff. Water lore again. A little more water lore. Alright, now that Devourer came up, so I'm going to daze him. Let's get back on my skeleton. A little more water lore. Pet. Alright. I'm going to use Test of Will here. Well, after my Test of Will, I'm going to do the Fire and Wind. Okay, or not. All right, same sort of thing here again. We're going to root them. Bring them one by one. Same thing here. We're going to draw. Windlore. Another Water Lord. Water Lord's about to come back up. Alright. I think I can defeat the first boss. The second boss, maybe? We'll see. Alright, let's get Windlore. Here's the breeze. There you go. You just kind of put that next to you. Same thing here. I'm going to daze him. I don't really like messing with two mobs at once. Not my cup of tea. Gonna stun. Gonna put fire, ice, and wind. And I'm just gonna kind of kite him around. There we are. Alright, we're almost down here. He's coming, he's coming. There we go. So same thing here. I'm going to do Test of Will. Now I'm going to actually spin around this time. Because when that little creature comes out, I want him. It's coming. There it is. I'm going to actually daze him. Finish off this skeleton here. Same thing here. Let's start with this. I'm going to put a little breeze. Because I need that heal. Alright. A little bit of stun. There we go. Alright, looking pretty good. Alright, there's still a guy way back. Let's go around and let's just go grab this cat. Alright, we got our fire. We're gonna stun him. We're gonna debuff him. Put a little water lore down. Get that off us. Put a little breeze. We're gonna test of will at him again. There we go. Okay, the little devourer here is gonna get dazed. because we don't like unfair fights. There's a stun from the bear. I'm going to use a little power of knowledge. There we go. Now, if anything bad does happen, we can always go up the stairs, and the boss won't pull. So if I get by this little stone right here, he should pull to me. There we go. Let's test. There's the debuffs. There's the water lore again. Okay, there's the little devourer. I'm gonna daze him. Bring this other burrower back up. Okay, I got a nice little... Okay, now we're ready for this guy. I'm gonna send the bear on him first. He obviously wants a piece of me. Because he got a real attitude problem. Gonna wait for Test the Wheel to come back up. Boom. Now I got my other debuffs. There we go. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna try to pull into that corner. Alright, we're gonna stun him. Obviously do this. We're gonna use water lore. This one, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do power of knowledge because we want to try to drop him as fast as possible now. Since I do have the other guy on a daze ticker. This one I'm gonna use here. Water lore. I'm gonna try to stun him. Gonna come back to this cat. This guy, I'm gonna obviously daze him. So then I can just deal with my worm here. I got a little water lord, but I'm also gonna heal Paddington this time. Alright, now I'm gonna do attack. Stun. Got my heals rolling. Alright, we're gonna use my staff. Storm lore, I believe it's called. Put a little water lore and continue the rotation again. Water lore. Let's see. He should stun him again. Alright. Stunned him. I've dazed my worm. We're gonna stun. Just go after him. Obviously, I have Fire Lore again. And we're gonna stun with Test of Will. There we go. Alright, now we are at this last guy. If everything goes wrong, then I'll go through the rotation again. We'll see how it goes. Alright, we're gonna try to daze him. Okay, we're gonna try to daze him again. Just so we can handle this great burrow. Alright. Now, let's try to get him again. There's going to be some worms that pop up here once he gets to, like, quarter health. Here we go. We're going to draw. Do some water lore again. We're going to stun. There we go. And I'm going to lose some health. Alright, we're going to use this. I'm going to try to kill him. There we go. Okay, we got the worms. We got the worms. Okay, we got a bear. There we go. We got the taunt. Alright, here we go. Now, if someone gets near me, I am going to... Okay, Paddington's doing fine. Paddington's doing fine. Okay, we got it. One's down. Now, time for Paddington to take the next one out. Alright, we're going to use water lore. Because it's all we know. Now, once we get Test the Will up, we're going to debuff. We did it. Alright, so the first one. So that went pretty good, honestly. I think I used my breeze once in the beginning, but that's about it. Alright, onward. So basically, I'm just dazing and stunning things as they come in. Especially if it feels like I'm getting out of control. Or something's getting out of control on me. I do use Paddington a lot. In fact, I don't really use the bear in my blue form. I use the lynx. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get on my Paddington. I'm obviously gonna heal myself there. Alright. Test of Will. Okay, he's got another little devour here. I'm going to daze him. Because I like to just keep it one target, you know? One-on-one, that seems fair. Or, I mean, two-on-one, but on my side. I want to favor my side. There we go. Paddington, are you there? There he is. Don't even look up below my mini-map. I don't even know what's going on. Alright. That one, we're going to daze him. Okay. Because there's so many, I'm going to throw a breeze down. I'm going to throw up my Blair. My Bane. My Flare, not my Blair. Get this off. We're going to stun. Oh, I got Water Lore, so use that if you can. This is gonna get rough. Right. As long as they don't drop worms. I just want to get down to 2. Ah, there we go, here we go. Okay, this guy, I am gonna... Once I'm done, I'm gonna daze him. There we go. There we go. Alright, we did it. That went pretty good. Like I said, as long as you can control the mobs, you can even handle multiples. Alright, once I do test, then I'm going to use my water lore, which is my heal, and then debuff him the rest of the way. Obviously, that. And then just keep my rotation going. Because after the debuffs land, he's going to start taking more damage. Oh, we got another Devourer, so I'm going to daze him. Just so I'm fighting 1 instead of 2. Alright, I'm going to use the bear to go in there. Okay, obviously I'm gonna... I got a flare. Alright, we're gonna get the bear in here. We get a little stun on him. That's a bear stun, by the way. Alright, let's get the... there we go. Beacon of Hope. And Water Lore. Let's do the rotation. We're gonna do a little stun. That's an area effect mitigation buff. Alright, I'm not gonna stop this one just because he came out so low. I am gonna stun him though. Get that poison off. Debuff and leave. Alright, so we're almost to the end here. I don't think I can take the last boss, but we'll see. First of all, it's 2 bosses, so... And I'm gonna stun him before he even gets here. I already know he's traveling this way, so... We're gonna daze. Water lore. That's not a daze, that's technically a stun. And stuns, the difference is between dazes and stuns. Stuns you can fight, and it won't break them. And dazes, if you attack them, it usually breaks the so that's really the biggest difference. We're going to try to drain real fast. Just because, yeah, I know this guy's about to break. So I'm going to daze him. Okay, we're going to breeze. We got 1 daze for now. Can daze him. Gonna breeze ourselves. There we go. Now we're back on track. Alright, now this one, we're gonna do this. So once I get in trouble, I just kind of take control of the whole mob. Yellow line is my favorite line of Lore Master. All right, Paddington, let's go. All right, now a lot of them are going to come out here. We got a lot of days. All right. All right. The next one I am going to daze him. And I'm going to fight the next one. All right, now I get the bear to get on him. I got a little bit of water lore. All right, so here we go again. This is not going to be fun. It's obviously the boss fight. If I die, then I will go over the rotation again, and then we will call it a day. If not, I will win, and then we'll call it a day. All right, here we go. Not looking super forward to this, but we'll see. So many people. Oh, well. We tried. All right. So that was just too many mobs. So I'll go over it one more time here real quick. I'm obviously going to use my bear. I'm sending my bear in when I need to. Going to do this, which is going to be a taunt, and then this is a stun. So as I'm pulling, I'm using Burning Embers. Yellow line is all about control. So I will use Blinding Flash to keep things off of me and to keep the numbers down. I'm trying to fight one at a time. Bane Flare is a great one. It throws up in the air, does up to 5 targets. So I'm doing Burning Embers, Wizard's Fire, Wizard's Spark, Wizard's Staff, and Sign of Power, See All Ends. And that's a great debuff. Then I'm trying to stun them with either Test of Will. I do use Power of Knowledge sometimes just to drain them. And Storm Lore. That's also a stun, but it has to be very close. After that, when I stun them, then I'm throwing on Fire and Frost Lore, and then I'm throwing on Wind Lore. Sometimes before the stun or after, I use Water Lore quite a bit just to keep my hots kind of just rolling. And then I go through the rotation again. Usually this isn't backup. If things are going really bad, I will target my pet and use Beacon of Hope. If I'm within 15 meters, I will get the heal myself. Wisdom of the Council is a kind of get out of jail card. I do use Pleasant Breeze, which you target and just kind of keep it near you, and that will do an area effect heal. When things got bad, I tried to do Ancient Craft and Air Lore. Those are also debuffs. When I was pulling stuff from very far away, I was using Herb Lore, and then Knowledge, or Warding Knowledge is another area effect, kind of debuff in front of it. All right, so if you have any questions, please leave in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and may you continue your adventures with the Heart of a Hobbit. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube.